Hi, everybody. Welcome to topic number 7. It's about measure of central tendencies. Okay, so central tendency means what lies in the middle. Okay, if you have a data set, we're trying to find out what lies in the middle. So some of this word might be familiar to you. The word mean, okay, is what we normally call the word average. Okay, but the word average in statistics can also mean the word median or mode or the word mean. Okay, so the word average is not actually very good to use in statistics. So in statistics, we'll be a little bit more specific. So if you want to find the mean, okay, which what we normally say, what most people say average, the word to find the mean, we will simply add them all up, add up all the data and divide it by so many we added. Okay. So that's what we normally think as the word average, but here we will use the word mean. Okay. So we got two different means. We have simple means and we got population means. Okay. So a new notation here, simple mean is going to be using something called X bar. Population mean is actually using this Greek letter called mu. Okay. Simple mean is using X bar, population mean is using mu. Both of them is basically how we find both of them is basically the same. You just add up all the data value, okay, and then divide it by so many you added. So again, lowercase n stand for the sample size. Capital letter N stand for population size. All right. In a minute, I'm going to show you how to find what we so-called the weighted mean. The weighted mean is the mean of a data set in which each data value in the set does not hold the same relative importance. For example, just like your on your syllabus, okay, a lot of times, if you think of test worth more than homework, okay, so not every item is worth the same value because tests worth more than regular homework. So normally in math classes, the syllabus, what you're being graded on is actually based on what we so-called the weighted mean, okay? All right, median, most of us remember median is a value that lies in the middle, okay? Central tendency is about finding out what lies in the middle, okay? So median is a value that lies in the middle of a data set when arranged in ascending order. So we have to write this from small to the large first, write our data from small to large, and then see which number lies in the middle. All right, the mode is a value in a data set that occurred the most. Then there's no mode. All right, let's find some mean, median, and mode. Okay, so here I'm gonna just do it. I'm gonna do it the old traditional way. So I'm gonna write this out. I'm gonna add them all up, then divide it by so many I added it. Okay, so my X bar, my simple mean is 46 plus 46. You know what? I'm not going to write all that. I'm just gonna put it in a calculator. All right, 46 plus 47 plus 47 plus 48 plus 42 plus 42 plus 45. 41 plus 52 plus 39. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So add them all up first. Okay, so this is the sum of all the data value for 49 and divided by the sample size, which is 10. Divided by 10. My answer, 44.9. All right, find the median. Okay, so I'm gonna write this from small to large. So 39 go first. Okay, I'm gonna just scratch it off, kind of scratch it off. I'll erase it. 41 42 twice. 45. 46. 47 twice. 48. 52. Okay, so find what lies in the middle. So take the ends off at a time, okay? Take ends off and work your way towards the middle. So if you have odd number of data, then they're gonna be one number in the middle. Okay, since I have even number of data values, then I end up with two of them in the middle. So if you end up with two in the middle, you add them up, divide by two, you find the average of those two number or the mean of those two numbers. Okay, which by looking at it, you can see that it's gonna be 45.5, right? Exactly halfway between 45 and 46, gonna be 45.5. So my median is gonna be 45.5. All right, mode. If all the data value occur one time, there's no mode, but I think 47 and 42 occur twice each. So my mode will be 42 and 47. Okay. All right, let me show you how to find weighted mean by teaching you how to find your GPA. Okay. So the reason why this is an example of a weighted mean is because the grade you receive from each class weight differently. Okay, a B is a 3.0. Is also different among, it's also weighted differently. Okay, so when you got a B in English, that is 3 credit hour. Okay, technically what that means is you actually have 3 different Bs. You actually have 3.0 3 times. Okay, B is 3.0, right? So this is a 3 credit hour course. So that means you have a 3, and a 3. You earn this B 3 different times for each credit hours. Each credit hour is a B. Okay, so the weight is 3 times 3, which is 9. Think about this. I'm about to add them all up here in a minute. Got an A in the math class. A is 4.0. So for every credit hour, you actually have a 4.0. So you actually earn 4.0 3 different times. So if you add 4 plus 4 plus 4 is the same thing as 3 times 4, which is 12. Okay, so instead of add them all up, we can actually do multiplication here, makes it a little bit quicker. All right, a C in biology, biology is 2.0. So that means for every credit hour, you have a 2.0. So that's 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 4 times, which is the same as 4 times 2, which is 8. D is 1.0. So 3 times 1.0 is 3. So when you have a B in a 3 credit hour class, that means for every credit, you actually earn 3.0. Okay. So GPA is to take the sum of all these points that we earned from the classes. I call them points. Okay. I don't know the official name for them. You add all this up, 9 plus 12 plus 8 plus 3. If you add them all up, you should get 32. Okay, so you take the total points you earned, okay, divided by the total credit hour. Not divided by the number of classes you take, but divided by the credit hours, because not every class weighs the same amount. So your total credit hour for the semester here is going to be 13. So total points earned divided by the total number of credit hours. That will give you the GPA. Okay, 2 decimal place for the GPA. So your GPA is about 2.46. All right. So that's how we actually find GPA. Okay. All right. I'm going to show you how to find mean, okay, in the group data. Okay. So the example I have done so far, you know, when I give you this example, 46, 47, 47, this is called the raw data because you can actually see individual data value. When you cannot see the individual data value, okay, this is considered as a group data. So the following data represent the score range of for the extroverts tendencies of respondents to a personality questionnaire. Use a graphing calculator to find the simple mean X bar. Okay, so I want you to find X bar, run the answer to 2 decimal places if needed. So the score here from 16 to 19 in this class frequency is 4, but we don't know exactly what these 4 values are. We don't know whether those 4 values are 16 or 17, 18, 19. We don't know which one is which. So that's the reason why when we're dealing with a group data, we always got to find the midpoints. We are basically assuming all 4 frequency is actually the score the same value as the midpoints. Okay, so to find midpoints, we take the lower class limits plus the upper class limit divided by 2. So that gave me 17.5. So basically the midpoint here means I'm assuming all 4 frequency here scored 17.5. All right. If you find a class width, which is 20 minus 6, right? 2 consecutive lower class limit or upper class limit subtracted. My class limit is 4. So from the midpoint, I just keep on adding 4. And that will give me the midpoint for other classes. So if I add 4, that's 21.5. Add 4. Add 4, 29.5. And 29.5 plus 4 is 33.5. So all these midpoints, okay, here in my direction will be under L1. So let me show you how to key this in. All right. So number 1, press the word stats. Choose number 1, edit. Okay, I'm gonna clear out whatever data I had before. Don't press delete because you literally will delete the whole entire L1 or L2. I enter the midpoints under L1. Okay, 17.5, enter. All right, go to the right. All right, make sure this cursor is lined up with 17.5, frequency 4. And once you type in L1 and L2, once you enter the number for L1 and L2, press the word stats one more time. Highlight the word calc. Go to the right, highlight the word calc. Choose number 1, one variable statistics. Because I put my data under L1, L2, so I have to, so the cursor right behind one variable stats, I gotta say second L1, comma, second L2. So the calculator will know to compute the mean for L1 and L2 simultaneously. Otherwise, it will only do L1. Okay, you gotta type in L1, comma, L2. So for the raw data, you don't need to do L1, L2 because it automatically calculates mean for the L1. All right, press enter. So my mean, my X bar, 26.50. We'll do 2 decimal places. Okay. All right, so I just calculate L1 and L2. So if I go back here to this problem, okay, this example, the only thing calculator cannot find is actually the mode. Okay, so this is a raw data. So for raw data, you basically do exactly the same thing. Let's go to stats, press number 1, choose edit. Okay, let's clear out our L1, L2. Okay, I'm gonna type in 46, 47, 47, 48, 42, 42, 45. Okay, 10 numbers, right? All right, once you finish keying, press stat, highlight the word calc, choose number one. So this time only data I put in is under L1. Okay, I don't have L1, L2, I just have L1. So you don't need to type, you don't need to say L1 here. You can just go ahead and press enter. Okay, 44.9, there you go. If you scroll down a little bit, this MED right here is your median, 45.5. Okay, you can find it that way. Okay, so if your calculator look a little bit different than mine, that's okay, because whatever, your calculator might be a little bit newer than mine. So again, it will tell you, it will ask, normally it will ask you, whether you want you calculate L1 or L2 or both of them together. Okay, so just remember, if you ever see X list, see something like a X list, okay, that means the first column, so that's L1. Okay, frequency, so that's normally gonna be L2. So some calculator will display this screen before you will actually calculate. All right, let's go over the homework real quick. Okay, so number 1 and 2 are from definitions. All right, question number 3, consider following symbol, find the simple mean. So find the X bar for me. All right, find the median. Number 5, send data, find the mode. Question number 6. All right, question number 6, number 1, I want you to find the class midpoint for every class. So just type, just enter all the class midpoint for the 5 classes. Number 2, use a graphing calculator. Here are the steps, and to find the simple mean for me. Okay, so you should see the steps on the graphing, on the homework. Okay, so just real quick, showing you how to find mean, median, and mode, which is considered as the central tendency. Okay, what lies in the middle of your entire data set. So remember, we discussed this normally distributed, or the bell curve shape. Okay, so it kind of so it is, central tendency does relate to that, because we are always trying to focus on what lies in the middle of our data set, because what lies in the middle is basically my mean. Okay, alrighty, thank you for watching.